Good morning, boys and girls. I'm in beautiful Colorado this morning. I'm getting ready to read a story. I'm on Georgetown Lake. I thought it was a nice place to stop and tell a story. Dreaming of Colorado, a bedtime story. And it's illustrated by Stephanie Lohman, text and photography by Grant Collier. Dreaming of Colorado. Kind of a different story. It's a fictional story, but it has a lot of history about how Colorado developed. Cosmo the cougar cub is playing in his new toy canoe. Splish, splish, splash, splash, says Cosmo as he pushes the canoe. Cosmo's mom comes over and says, "It's time for bed." "But I don't want to sleep," replies Cosmo. "I'm having too much fun playing." "You need to be rested and awake for school," says Cosmo's mom. "And just think about all the things you can dream about while you sleep." "Okay, I guess I'll go to sleep," says Cosmo. Cosmo soon falls asleep and drifts off into a world of dreams. In his dream, Cosmo's floating down a river on a canoe with all of his friends. "Where are we?" asks Cosmo. "There are strange trees and no mountains here." "You're right," replies Finnegan the fox. "But the map says we're still in Colorado. Where did the mountains go?" "Oops," cries Melvin the moose. "What do you mean, oops?" asks Finnegan. "I think I accidentally bumped this dial to the magic canoe," says Melvin. Backward in time, forward in time. So it looks like they went backward in time. This is Colorado back then. Palm trees and oceans? Crazy. "What's that I hear?" as Cosmo is in an earthquake. "Rumbling, bumbling, fumbling, mumbling, tumbling." "No, it's not an earthquake," says Byron the bighorn. "Look over there. I think we may have traveled way back in time." "That's a brachiosaurus," says Orion the owl. "It lived in Colorado a very, very long time ago when there were no mountains." "I'm scared," says Cosmo. "Are the dinosaurs mean?" "No," says Byron the bighorn. "They only eat plants." "Oh, wow, this is amazing," says Cosmo. "It's amazing," says Finnegan the fox. "But don't you think we should be getting back home?" "Yes, we probably should," says Melvin the moose. "Can you get us back, Mr. Moose?" asks Finnegan the fox. Yes, I think so," says Melvin the moose. "That doesn't give me much confidence," cries Finnegan. "Okay, here we go. Everyone hang on." Cosmo and his friends go on a bumpy ride in the magic canoe and find themselves in a lake surrounded by mountains. "Look at the big mountains," yells Cosmo. "I think we're home." Does it look like home? Let's see. It's a new book. Turn the pages. Okay. "There are big mountains," says Melvin, "but look at those huge trees. I've never seen trees like this big in Colorado." "Maybe we've become smaller and the trees only seem bigger." "Did the magic canoe shrink us?" asks Finnegan the fox. "Ha, no, those are sequoia trees," says Orion the owl. "They are the biggest trees in the world, and they grew in Colorado a very long time ago. I think we're still in the past." "What's that I hear?" asks Cosmo. "Are the dinosaurs still here?" "Rumbling, bumbling, fumbling, mumbling, tumbling." "No," cries Byron. "This is much bigger than a dinosaur. A huge volcano has just erupted." Yikes. "We're definitely in the past," says Orion the owl. "Many volcanoes erupted in Colorado when the sequoia trees grew here." "You could have told us that sooner," says Finnegan the fox. "Everyone paddle as fast as you can," yells Melvin the moose. Cosmo and his friends escape from the lava, and the magic canoe takes them onto a small river beneath the mountains and rock formations. "Phew, that was a close one," says Cosmo. "Where are we now?" "This looks much more like my home," says Finnegan the fox. "It does, but there's something different about this place," says Byron the bighorn. "What is that I hear? Not another volcano. Rumbling, bumbling, fumbling, mumbling, tumbling." "No," says Orion the owl. "That's a herd of bison. They're being followed by the Arapaho Indians who lived in Colorado hundreds of years ago." The Arapaho Indian chief comes up to Cosmo and his friends and says, Hebe, Biksu, Biksu Kisu, Hinelene, Noho Neode. Hebe Nesi, responds Finnegan the fox. Hinihi, Xeniwe Hudat not Nethudo. Where did you learn their language? Asked Melvin. Oh, it's just something I picked up, says Finnegan. The chief comes over and welcomes us. I probably butchered the language, but I tried. I like this place, says Finnegan the fox. I want to stay here. No, cries everyone else. We want to get back home. Get in, foxes, yells Melvin the moose. The canoe takes Cosmo and his friends onto a mountain stream where they go over a waterfall. Oops, cries Melvin the moose. What do you mean, oops, yells Finnegan the fox. You almost killed us. This is the same valley I grew up in, says Byron the bighorn. You're home at last, yells Cosmo. Think they're home yet? What's that I hear? Asks Cosmo. I'm not even going to try to guess this time. Rumbling, bumbling, tumbling, fumbling. I don't think we're home just yet, says Byron. There's a prospector and his pack burro coming our way. Well, hello there, you little fellas, says the prospector. My name is John Gregory, and I'm looking for gold up in them there hills. Have you seen any gold? I saw some shiny stuff in the stream when we crashed our canoe in, says Melvin the moose. Well, thank you very much, says Mr. Gregory. I best be on my way. Those humans are strange creatures, says Finnegan the fox. Why would he want gold? I ate gold once, and it tasted awful. Humans don't eat gold, says Orion the owl. Before they had dollar bills, humans used gold to buy things like clothes, food, and even houses. I still think they're an odd bunch, says Finnegan. We're not home yet, but I think we're close, says Melvin the moose. Yes, we are, says Orion the owl. Okay, let's hold on for one last ride, yells Melvin. Cosmo and his friends ride on the magic canoe, and this time they do arrive home safe and sound. It looks like Cosmo's tired from all this excitement, says Byron the bighorn. Wake up, Cosmo, wake up. Wake up, Cosmo, wake up, says Cosmo's mom. It's time to get up and get ready for school. Oh, wow, Mom, says Cosmo. I'm so glad I went to sleep on time and slept the whole night. I dreamt that we traveled back in time and saw dinosaurs and volcanoes and Indians and miners. I'm glad you had such a great dream, says Cosmo's mom. I sure did, Mom, replies Cosmo. From now on, I'll go to bed right on time because I can't wait to find out what I'm going to dream of next. And that was all about the history of beautiful Colorado here. Mountains and streams. We're on a lake. It's actually chilly here. It's in the 50s. It feels great for summertime. I miss you. I love you. I'll see you soon, boys and girls.